And what's going on, y'all? What is going on? What is going on, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 1. All right, y'all know I am very excited about this episode. I'm very excited about this season. I've been one of the main people that's been advocating for this show. I'm one of the main people that's been telling y'all, give the show a chance. Give the show a chance. Don't judge it from the very beginning. Now, don't judge it before it comes out. Now, let me tell y'all. Now, I was sent the episode earlier today, so I done watched it 3 times today. I watched it earlier today when it first got sent to me. I watched it the second time. I watched it a second time when I took my notes, and I watched it the third time with everybody else. And I got to tell y'all, it's really going to shape up to be a really good season. And I'm not just talking out of my ass. I enjoyed every second of this damn episode. I promise you I did. But before we get into anything, let me let you guys know something really quickly now. Let me let y'all know. Now, y'all do know that the new era of the Whether You Like It or Not panel starts on tomorrow night, and it starts right here on Scotty by Nature TV at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, which stars Scotty, T, Ya, Really B, and Sakina, with returning cast member Josiah and brand new cast member Busy Blue. We are all very excited about this brand new season of this panel or whatever and things like that. And definitely, we want you guys to be just as excited, and we want you guys to tune in and support us come tomorrow night. All right. Also, Married to Medicine will be dropping on tomorrow as well. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into this episode because let me tell y'all, I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited, y'all. So, these are my notes. As y'all can see, I got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff to get into, y'all. A lot of stuff to get into. So let's go ahead and talk about it, honey. All right. Now, first things first, we're going to start off with Porsha. Now, y'all do know that they have made Porsha the anchor, so to speak. But when I'm watching this episode, it looks like Shamia is the anchor. And I don't mind Shamia being the anchor. But I'm going to get into that in just a second. But they open up with Porsha. Now, Porsha starts off by saying that life has been amazing, okay? And, life has been amazing. She's been going on all these trips, doing all the things that she really wanted to do. But then the drama starts. She says that her and Simon had financial issues as well as trust issues. And she says that he wasn't who she thought she was. So, let's see. He wasn't who you thought he was, right? So you thought that he was just this rich ass old man that was going to give you everything that your heart desire, although he belonged to your friend or associate at the time, and you thought that you was going to get the life that she had. So I'm just like, okay, so he's not exactly what you thought he was going to be. Got it. So then she says that she and Pilar are still living in a marital home, and then she says that some people thinks that it's her karma, but she feels like while there's bad karma, there's also good karma to come along with it. We all think that it's your karma. The only people who don't think it's your karma is the people that support the bullshit that you did. And I, for one, don't fucking support it. But I'm not gonna rain on your parade right now, but I'm just gonna tell you it is your karma because you were sitting up here prancing around the internet with this bullshit ass sham of an engagement with a married ass man. Then you turn around and do a whole spin-off show to parade this shit around and stuff like that, and have people really defending your bullshit. So it is kind of your karma because the shit didn't work out. And you really thought that you was going to be the one to change him. We got to realize that when we see one thing about it and two things for certain. I have dated motherfuckers that I watch treat other people bad, and my dumb ass and sit up here and say, "Wait, there, he's not going to treat me like that. He would never do me like that." And come to find out, he doing me the same way he did to her. Okay, so we can't never be too surprised when somebody do us the same way that they did somebody else. And the way that you got him is the way that you fucking lost his ass, and that's just the goddamn truth of the matter. Okay, so anyway, moving on. We're introducing Shamia, honey. We're introducing Shamia. Now, let me tell y'all before we even get into Shamia, y'all know that I love me Shamia. I've always been a Shamia supporter. I always have been. I've always felt like Shamia needs a peach. I've always felt like Shamia is more than just being Porsha's sidekick. I've always told y'all that. And even before this season started, I was trying to tell the people that Shamia is who people think Porsha is. Shamia is the one with the real money, the real connections, the real celebrity friends. You know what I mean? The real rich husband. She's that girl. So I don't understand why anybody would think that she's not that girl. Okay, Shamia is that girl, and this damn introduction shows how much of that girl our girl Shamia really is, honey. All right, now she says that she's more than Porsha's ride or die. You know, she's been known to the public and on this show as Porsha's ride or die, but it's more to her than that. And she's also stated that, you know, I can outshine the best of them. And I'm like, yes, girl, you better have that damn mentality. Show the people that you can outshine everybody else. You can be yourself and you can be somebody's ride or die, but just show the people that you got what it takes to be that main girl. And I feel like on this damn episode, she shows that she does have main character energy. And I love the fact that the underdog is really being showcased in the way that Shamia really is. And just watching this whole introduction made me root for her even more. Like I said, I've always liked her. I always felt like she was likable, just a little bit messy, but a lot likable. And I always felt like she would come in here and give the girls a run for their money. And that's exactly what she's doing. Okay. And if you haven't noticed, honey, look at this damn intro card. You see, she's right in the middle, right beside Porsha. So that should let y'all know what the tea really is. Shamia is coming for that anchor role, okay? And I think that she's gonna give it to y'all. So she says that her house is $9 million, but she don't like to be defined by her wealth. And one thing about it, and two things for certain, that house is a beautiful ass house. Okay, that house is the shit. She is showing you what the hell real wealth look like. That them damn elevators in her house, that big ass closet. Baby, I don't even have that many clothes, and I want me a closet like that. Okay, I want me a closet like that. Okay, period. Like, come on, Shamia. Give the girls wealth. Give the girls wealth. Get the girls wealth, honey. Give the girls wealth, honey. I love watching that, child. I loved it. Okay, so then she says that she's an actress, she's a singer, a dancer, and a host. Now, a lot of y'all don't know that she is an actress. She was in a TLC movie. I think she played Dallas Austin's side piece or something like that, right alongside Drew Sidora. She was in Crazy Sexy Cool, the story. I do know that she sings. I've always known her to be a dancer because she was a cheerleader for the Atlanta Hawks. And she's a host. She be out here hosting a lot of shit in Atlanta. So she starts talking about she still is trying to grow her family. She got two daughters. She got a daughter named Shia, who is 5, and her daughter Shiloh, who is 15. Now, 15 months, I'm sorry. Now, Shiloh was a premature birth. She spent a lot of her time in the hospital, but now she's getting better. But even with everything that, you know, Shiloh has gone through, she still wants to, you know, expand her family. And I feel like that's something really nice. I mean, some people would give up after having a child like Shiloh and having a child that was premature and went through all those health issues and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? But at this point, she's actually still trying to, you know, get her family going and stuff like that. And I ain't got no problem with that. So shout out to Shamia for still trying to, you know, grow her family, honey. Ain't nothing wrong with that, honey. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Now, Shamia and Gerald been together for 10 years. And then she was telling us how she met this man at a club. She went back home with him. She wasn't trying to have sex with him. She didn't sleep in the bed with him. She slept on the couch. She woke up in the middle of the night at 4 o'clock in the morning. Her stomach was upset with her like hell. Okay. The stomach was upset, child. And she went up in that bathroom, blew it up, and marked her territory. And the next thing you know, she thought that after she blew that damn bathroom up, she thought that she wasn't going to never see this man again. She thought that Gerald was going to be like Uncle Sam. I don't ever want to see you again. That's what she thought Gerald was on. But even after the shit smell, he still asked her out on a date, and they've been together ever since. What to me it say? And it feels like the first time we met when I kissed and I told you I loved you. Yes, girl, shit in the damn toilet and get your man. Okay, get that. So then, Porsha says that, not Porsha, Shamia says that she is the glue that holds this group together. You know, Porsha is her childhood friend. You know, of course, we all know that she met Cynthia and Kenya through Porsha. She met Kelly on her radio show, and Kelly cooked for her. And she also met Britt through a mutual friend. Her and Drew did the TLC movie together. She doesn't really know Angela Oakley, but she does know her husband, Charles Oakley, and things like that. And so, you know, she knows him through hosting and stuff like that. So, and she says that Drew is Angela's good friend. They're both from the Chi-Town. So they got that Chi-Town energy and stuff like that. So I love the fact that Shamia is the nucleus and she is the glue that keeps this group together. I love this shit right here. Now, who would have thunk that Shamia was going to be that girl to keep the group together? Now, who would have thunk that? All this time we've been watching Shamia on the Housewives of Atlanta, and all this time we've been sitting up here looking at her, and we've been all looking at her like, oh, she ain't nothing but Porsha's sidekick. Oh, she don't do nothing but run up behind Porsha. That's all we've ever said about Shamia, but Shamia is showing us on this episode that everybody been sleeping on her, and that Shamia is really that girl, okay? And I don't have no problem with saying that more than one time. Shamia is really that girl. Shout out to my bestie up in here. I cannot wait to see your review tomorrow, honey. I cannot wait, okay? But Candy tried to tell y'all that Shamia is that girl on her speak on it, and Candy told us that Shamia got more money than her. So shout out to her, okay? Now, Drew is outside playing with her kids, okay? And I'm probably in the minority, but I like Drew Sidora. I actually love Drew, actually. I know that she lies. I know that sometimes it feel like she be acting. But I like Drew. And I like her music. Like Throw Us Away was my jam in 2023. I played this shit so much. And when I first moved to Atlanta, her song I Got Five on it. Oh baby, that's my song. I used to play that shit every morning I got up and got ready for work up in here. I know Jamar probably sick of that damn song. But I Got Five on it is my shit. Okay. Like Drew makes some good music now. Y'all don't need to stop sleeping on her, but she makes good music. Okay, now that's one thing she don't lie about. Her talent is something that she don't lie about. She might lie about every damn thing else, but she ain't lying about that talent now. She says that her divorce with Ralph is a shit show, and we all know that her divorce with my husband is a shit show. We already know that. Drew says, so Kenya comes over, and everybody has been so up in arms about Kenya even before this season even started. And it was kind of like, you know, everybody was like, well, we don't know if we're gonna see Kenya this whole season. Like they playing with Kenya top, they doing this to Kenya, they doing that to Kenya. But I was just like, y'all gonna see Kenya, girl. They're probably just gonna reduce her airtime and stuff like that and keep her confined to like doing scenes with everybody else. But we're still gonna see Kenya. We just ain't gonna see none of her personal story. And that's absolutely okay. We already know what happened, so let's not get on here and complain, because that's the main thing that was getting on my nerves this entire time when I was looking at the shit on Twitter, is that everybody complaining about the same thing. Oh, Kenya, shut the fuck up. We know what's going on with Kenya, girl. We know what's going on. Leave it alone. But anyway, girl, let's move on. So Drew tells Kenya that Rap is in the basement. She's not allowed to go down there. Drew says that they only talk about the kids, but they do communicate through an app. And Drew says that Rap is always in that app being petty, but the courts can see exactly what's going on in that app. So she lets Rap sit here and act a goddamn fool and shit like that. But other than that, she ain't finna sit up here and play these games with Rap. That's just not what she about to do. And I don't really blame her for not, you know, playing games with him at all. So Drew says that, girl, I did 5 movies last year and now I'm working on my music. And then Kenya was like, yeah, girl, let's talk about the music. I'm very excited to hear about your music. And so that's when Drew said, you know, I'm opening for Tank in Chicago. Now that's a good thing, because you opening up for my man, okay? You opening up for my man, okay? Y'all, if anybody know me, that's my man crush Monday. No, my man crush every day is Tank. Everybody knows that. So you opening up for my man. So while he's singing Please Don't Go and, you know, When We, okay, and One Man and Maybe I Deserve and all that other shit, you going up there singing your shit first. You better do my man justice. That's all I do know. Do my man justice, child. Drew tells Kenya that she's partners with Dennis. And that's when Kenya was like, Dennis? And then she was like, yeah, Dennis. And then Kenya was like, Porsha's Dennis? And look, I'm looking at her And I'm like, Kenya is ready to stir the pot. Kenya is ready to stir the pot, and I'm here for it. Stir that motherfucking pot. See, Kenya was sit. What people don't realize is that Kenya was sitting at that damn table, and she was ready to poke holes in all of Drew's lies. Okay, because I caught Drew in quite a few. Let's see. So Kenya said, so how does Porsha feel about that? She said, well, I told Porsha about it. And Porsha was like, girl, yeah. But I feel like this, Drew, you ain't been more told Porsha about that shit than the man in the moon, and you know you haven't. Because I don't see Porsha saying, oh, girl, yeah, like that whole statement didn't even make sense. I'm like, Drew, you lying that girl. You know you lying. You ain't talked to that girl about that. And if you ain't talked to her about that, just be real about it and just tell Kenya, no, I haven't talked to Porsha about it. I was being the sneaky motherfucker, and I just chose not to talk to her about it. And that's just it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just be honest with yourself. And like, let's not get on here and lie off the very big. I like off the rip. Like, let's not get on here and lie already now. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Drew be going wrong at with the lies. So then she says that Dennis has been like her angel on earth as well as her saving grace. And my thing is, you are really, really caping for Dennis, and it's not making you look too good, Drew. Now, look, I'm going to tell y'all what I really believe, what I really think about this whole thing as this video continues to go along. Trust and believe me, y'all going to hear my opinion on this. But I just felt like Drew was giving Dennis a little bit too much, because it's like, okay, so he's your guardian angel now, honey. He's your guardian angel. He's been with you every step of the way, and he's your saving grace. I wonder why he's your saving grace, and I wonder why he's your damn angel. It's not looking too good, Drew. And I really came to this season waiting to defend you and shit like that. But it's just like, for me, it's like, girl, something ain't right about this. Something ain't right about this. And why is Carlos King live while I'm live? I don't like that. But yes. Anyway, Kenya asked why he never produced a song for Porsha. Remember, she put out a song called Flatline many, many moons ago, and it didn't go nowhere. It showed then, but you know I bought it now. And if y'all want the true tea about that, I'm finna show y'all. You know I bought Flatline on it. That's back when I was a Porsha stan, child. Where is it at? Where is it at, honey? Where is it at? There you go. I bought it. I bought it, child. I bought it. I bought it, child. I promise you I did. It was 99 cents. You know, I had just started working at the Dollar General and stuff like that. The shit was 99 cents. I was getting a check every goddamn week. I was excited to have my own money, and I had to ask my mama, could I use her card to buy some music? So shit, I bought it. I'm just saying. But anyway, Drew says that Dennis said that he spoke to Porsha. I don't believe that. I don't. I'm sorry, Drew. I want to be on your side, but I don't believe that neither one of y'all spoke to Drew. I don't. So we get into Kelly. We're introduced to Kelly, and Kelly is holding a tea party for her daughter, Chloe. She's turning 17. Now, Kelly is the mother of 4 daughters. Okay, she got two older daughters and 2 twins, instead of twins. Okay, and she said that she should be divorced in about 2 months, and her soon-to-be ex-husband are now enemies after being in love for so long. And then she said that it had gotten to the point where police were called and things like that, and it just became an unsafe environment for her. And she said that's all that she's going to say about it. Okay, that's all you're gonna say about it. But we already got the picture that this was some DV type of shit. We already know that. So you're probably not saying that because you want to protect your children and shit like that, which I understand. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mad about that in the least bit at all, but it's giving DV. You didn't even have to say it. It's giving DV, most definitely. She's originally from Baltimore. She moved to Atlanta in 2003. She started her restaurant, Nana's Chicken and Waffles, in 2016, which is going to be a place that me and Jamar are going to go. I'm going to make sure to tell Jamar, let's go to Nana's Chicken and Waffles. We're going to go there. We're going to go there. I'm going to let y'all know how the food is when I go there. She says that she got some maple syrup. Okay, that was in Forbes. She got a waffle mix. She got Cajun grits. She got a cookbook and a mimosa mix line. And then she was saying that the children can't see their father right now, and it's very, unfortunate. And then when it came down to the gifts for Chloe, she got 17 gifts for a 17-year-old. When I tell y'all, look, I know a lot of folks already saying they don't like Kelly, but I fuck with Kelly. I mean, and y'all gonna see why I fuck with Kelly as we continue to go along. But I fuck with Kelly because she stands on business. She's saying what she got to say. She don't really give a about who. If you are OG, you a Vic. She don't give a. She gonna say what she got to say, and I'm here for it. Like I really thought that I wasn't gonna like her, but I really am feeling her. I like her personality. I think that when she did the video with Bingeworthy, when he was, asking the girls questions and stuff like that, I liked her personality. I really do. Like, out of all the girls, I think that her and Shamia are my favorites out of all the girls. So, and it just comes across like Kelly is all about her daughters and her brand and her business. And she's definitely coming on this show to boost her business up. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. I think that's what she should be doing. Okay. She should be doing stuff to, perk up her business. That's exactly what she should be doing. And take the candy route. Be the new candy of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, be the new candy, baby. Join this show, boost up your business, do what you need to do, and we all gonna be here for it. And I will be visiting that restaurant. And I'm pretty sure y'all gonna want me to give a review on this shit. So I will be visiting her restaurant, child. So now we get into Miss Porsha. She's going to see Randy, her lawyer, the same lawyer that granted her divorce with Cordelia. Okay. So she comes in, she says that she hasn't dealt with the emotional part of her divorce, but she's definitely been dealing with a lot of the litigation parts of her divorce. Okay. Let me see what Patches just said. He said, get the banana pudding chicken and waffles. It was really good. Not you going to her restaurant. We gonna talk. But so she said she got a prenup, and then she said that Simon wasn't informing her of the finances. How the fuck you married to somebody and you don't know shit? In my opinion, I feel like Porsha did herself a disservice. Now, do I think that she was smart to get that damn prenup to protect herself? Absolutely. She would have been dumb as hell not to. But at the same point in time, I'm like, this man, I feel like when he wasn't informing you about the finances, or if you was asking him questions about said finances and he wasn't giving you no answers, that really should have been a red flag to you from the very beginning. You should have been looking at him funny then, honestly. And I promise you, I'm not judging you. I'm not here to judge a soul. But in this day and age, when I'm with somebody, sometimes if I see a red flag, I may not stop dealing with them right away, but I keep it in the back of my mind. I'm like, I see you. I see you. Something ain't right with you, but I'm going to stick around for a minute. And maybe that's what you did. But I think you was blinded by the physical, though. I think so. Because long as he was showering your ass with gifts, long as you was getting on that private jet like Fallon was, you didn't really give a fuck, to be honest. And I feel like you was rushing to get married. You didn't know him. I think that's really the issue, y'all. Porsha really did not know that damn man like that. She really didn't know him. If you think about it, they started filming season 13 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta in July of 2020. That's around the time she, began filming with Fallon and all that other good stuff, right? And so by the time, she started fooling around with Simon at the top of 2021, in January of 2021. And then by May of 2021, it was revealed that her ass was engaged to him. She didn't know him. She didn't know that man from Adam. She didn't know that man from Jack from Jingle. She did not know that fucking man. And that's why she's in the predicament that she's in now. You need to give your time to get to know that man. Like I said, you was blinded by the physical. And what I mean by the physical is I ain't talking about his looks, because honey. But what I'm talking about is the fact that he had money and stuff like that. And she was only obsessed with the things that he could do for her. And that's what she was blinded by. She didn't really give a fuck if he didn't have, if he didn't tell her the truth about certain things. In my opinion, I don't really think she cared. But what she wanted was that life that Fallon was getting. And she didn't give a fuck what she had to do to get it. She didn't give a damn how old he was, how he looked, honey, or anything like that. She just wanted that life. And that's just what it is. So, no, absolutely not. She didn't know him. And that's the reason why she is in the situation that she's in. But let's be real. When she got with Dennis, she really didn't know him either. She started dating Dennis, and the next thing you know, she was pregnant. She didn't know him either. She don't never know these folks when she get with them. We didn't really know Porsha when she got married to Cordell. She was already married to Cordell when we met her. But I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't know his ass either. All you do is see a man, oh, he got money. Ooh, he a football player. Ooh, he got his own business. Ooh, he got money. That's all you see is the green. And I ain't talking about marijuana. I'm talking about the money. That's all you see. So if that's all you see, then that's all you see. You feel what I'm saying? So, girl, no. You ain't know him. You ain't know him. She says that she filed a divorce to protect her assets. I agree with that. Do that. Then she says that he lied to her about having a real green card. He lied to her about the information about fraud and past scamming and stuff like that. But I always felt like Simon was a scammer. I've always felt like he was a goddamn scammer, in my opinion, but whatever. She says that the lack of communication felt intentional when she built this marriage and its foundation based off of, communication. She says she reached out to him recently, but he doesn't want to communicate with her. Of course he don't want to communicate with you, girl. You put him on blast for being a fraud. Of course he don't want to communicate with you. And after you done blew his cover. He ain't got no money like that. And now you done set up here and blew up his spot. Oh, girl, he don't want to talk to you. Porsha said all she wanted to do was make him happy, but the man that she's mourning isn't real. Now, let me tell y'all something. Now, y'all know that Scotty has a heart. And sometimes I show my heart to the wrong people. Sometimes I show my sensitive side to the wrong people. So for about 5 minutes, I felt bad for Porsha. But then 5 more minutes passed. And I thought to myself, girl, shut the fuck up. Because you want us to feel sorry for you after you stole that man from somebody else. I don't give a what y'all saying. I don't care what you talking about. Ooh. I don't give a what you talking about. And everybody can sit up here and say, oh, we need to leave how Porsha got with Simon in the past. How the fuck we gonna leave this shit in the goddamn past? And Porsha is, bringing the divorce to the screen. There is no way that we can leave that shit in the past. We got to talk about it. And she know we going to talk about it. How you get this motherfucker is how you lose this motherfucker. Has your mama ever told you that? And I love Miss Diane. But Miss Diane give me Barbara. And if you listen to Shirley Brown, you know who Barbara is. But Miss Diane gives Miss Barbara. And I feel like she was a Miss Barbara back in her day. So at the end of the goddamn day, it just give me, you lost him the same way you fucking got him, and you want sympathy for it. I don't feel bad for you, Porsha. No, he wasn't real. And you thought that you sat idly by and supported this man when he was just dragging Fallon all over the internet. You sat idly by and watched this shit and had nothing to say. What the made you think that your day wasn't fucking coming? What made you think your day wasn't coming? Now, everybody knows I'm not Porsha's biggest fan, but I don't go out my way to drag her like I used to, because it became like over the top. Like, fuck all that. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Now while this show is on, I'm dragging her. But I'm not gonna be dragging her like that all the time. But I just gotta keep it 100% real. Porsha is foolish, and she cannot own up to her. And that's just the bottom line and the basis of the situation, girl. You just need to stop it. Like, own your just be real. Like, he wasn't real because the way that it happened wasn't real. It wasn't organic. Like you sat there, you befriended somebody, you got with their husband, you was all up in their damn face, acting like y'all were cool and shit. And then once it got out that you were fucking around with this old geezer, then you want to sit up here and make it seem like, oh, me and Fallon wasn't friends. I know how the optics look, but we wasn't friends. Girl, you came in that lady house. You sipped her wine. You was partying in her house, sitting by her pool, wearing some of her clothes. And all the while, you was on this old geezer on top of that fat ass stomach of his, riding his, like, girl, come on now. There are pictures of you and Fallon and Shamia hanging out at clubs outside of filming. But you want to act like you weren't cool with her like that. Now, let's be real. Maybe Porsha and Fallon wasn't best friends. Huh? Maybe they wasn't best friends. Maybe they were friends. Maybe they were cool with one another. But it still don't look right. How the fuck you in my house, you shaking my husband's hand, and then the next minute, you shaking his. Like, girl, what the fuck does that look like to you? It looks like a scheme that Porsha set up to come to us with the bullshit. I'm just saying, y'all not gonna get me, and y'all not gonna make me feel bad for tearing into her ass for that. Y'all not. She gonna forever get her ass tore up for this shit because she know goddamn well she was wrong for the shit that she pulled. Y'all know she was wrong. So I don't understand why y'all want to act like we can't talk about it. Long as we talking about this damn divorce, we talk about this shit. And I'm sorry, but we talking about this long as she going through this motherfucking divorce on this damn show. Shout out to the 400 people that's in the building. I ain't seen 400 people no Real Housewives live in a long time. Y'all must have really been looking forward to the show because y'all was not paying attention to my Potomac reviews at the call. But I'm here for it. I'm glad that y'all are here. So Shamia, Britt, and Kelly, they go out to eat. Britt says that she went from a 7-carat ring to a 10-carat ring. Britt and Kelly met through a mutual friend and then they became close. So as they're getting ready to sit down and eat their food, Kelly gives Shamia her flowers and tells her how great of a mother she is and how many great things she's doing and all of this good stuff. Like just telling her how much of that girl she really is. So shout out to Shamia for that. Shamia says that Porsha's going through a divorce. And Britt says that she feels like Porsha is going to come out on top in this divorce. Okay. Kelly says that, well, I don't give a damn. Porsha never should have stole that girl, man. Bitch. I like Kelly. I like Kelly. I don't care how nobody feels. I like Kelly. I like Kelly. I like her. Because she's saying the shit that we all been thinking. I like Kelly. Y'all can be mad all the fuck you want to, but I like Kelly. And she didn't lie because she ain't doing no but saying the same shit that I just said. Like, yeah. No. I like Kelly. So after Kelly says that, Shamia then tries to defend Porsha. And here's the thing with Shamia. This is one of the things that I love about you, girl. You got your friend back. You're going to hold your friend down. Because let me tell y'all, I holds mine down too. But girl, you know that your friend was a real whore and a junkie. Well, not a junkie, but I just wanted to say, the Tyler Perry line. I just felt like saying that. But whatever, y'all know that. But you know that your friend was sticking and moving with somebody else's husband. And you want to sit up here and defend her while she's not around. I admire the fact that you want to defend your friend, Shamia. Ain't nothing wrong with you defending your friend, girl. Go ahead and defend your friend. And I get it. You trying to be 100% loyal to your girl and all that. I get it. But honey, please, your friend was out here catting around with somebody else's husband. And there is really nothing that you can say that's going to change anybody's mind. Okay, there's nothing you gonna say that's gonna change anybody's mind. But like I said, you already know I love you, girl. But baby, no. Mm-mm. Stop defending bad behavior. That don't look good. Kelly explains. Oh, Kelly says this. Well, my thing is this: you can't just be in somebody's house, meeting their husband, then you turning around and then you with the husband. You feel what I'm saying? Like that don't look right. And to be honest, Kelly ain't doing shit but saying what everybody been thinking. The way that the shit went down was trife. The way that it went down was motherfucking trife. Ain't no other way to put that shit. It was trife. 100% trife. Shamia can't say or do anything that's gonna make anybody change their minds on Porsha. Like I said before, like I understand it and I get it. That's your girl. I love it. But baby, no. I am not gonna be defending that shit at the end of the day. You cannot defend bad behavior. And here's my thing. Shamia says that she feels like because of the history and Porsha being her childhood bestie, she feels obligated to have Porsha's back. To be honest, and I understand that you feel like that. I get what Shamia is saying now because of the history, and then you're around these girls, and these girls don't even know Porsha, and they running their mouth about Porsha and things like that. Like I get it, and I totally understand that. I get it, but girl, you know that this shit is wrong. So stop defending the bullshit. That's the only thing that I can say about that. Like, and while you feeling like you're obligated to have Porsha's back, let me remind you of something. Let me remind you of something. Porsha never felt obligated to have your motherfucking back. Let's go back in history. Now we already gonna go back in history on my friendship analysis this weekend. That was supposed to come out this weekend right here, but because of my wisdom too, it didn't happen. But next weekend, y'all gonna see what I'm saying. Let's go back into history because at the end of the day, baby. At the end of the motherfucking day, Porsha never felt compelled to have your back. And that's the truth. When Phaedra sat up there and said that you and Candy were fucking tied, Porsha did not have your back. She sat up there and perpetuated that bullshit and didn't even tell you what the she said. And she sat there and let that lady tear you down like that and all that. But you see how you defending her right now? Porsha would never do that for you. She would never do that for you, Shamia. And I know that everybody's saying with Shamia having to peach, everybody trying to pit Porsha and Shamia against each other. Some of that shit might be true, but some people knows that Porsha ain't no real friend. Everybody knows that Porsha is a turncoat and Porsha is exhausting to be somebody's friend, okay? Because she want loyalty, but don't give it back. And that's one of the things that I don't like about Phaedra. The way that she dogged Shamia out the same way she did Candy. Could not stay out of Candy and Phaedra's issues, but decided to jump her ass in it. When Candy was the one holding her down. Girl, bye. So after that, Kelly and Britt thinks that it's a fine line, and Shamia doesn't think so. But girl, I really feel like you do think so. You just don't want to say it on camera because you don't want Porsha to feel some type of way if she sees this. So, girl, you just doing what you're supposed to do. Britt says that she heard that Dennis and Drew were dating. Now, this was filmed back in May, and the people was buzzing around trying to say that Drew was out here dating Dennis. There was the tea around here, and there was the tea. Now we ain't gonna sit up here and lie. It was the tea. Now I don't know how true the tea was, but that's what they were saying. But I do know that they were in the studio together working on music, which I thought was kind of weird. So then that's when Kelly said, well, Dennis was in my DMs and he saw me taking a picture and said, damn, I can't believe that you had 4 kids. And then Britt was like, well, girl, did you respond? And Kelly was like, girl, absolutely not. I didn't respond. So then that's when Britt says that she went out on a date with Dennis once before he bought her gifts, but she said, it was cool, but it really wasn't her thing. So she moved on with her life, but she wasn't giving back no gifts that he gave her. And then Britt says that she was once a video vixen in high school. And I'm like, you was a video vixen in high school? How the fuck that happened? I feel like you got something you want to tell us, Britt, and I'm trying to see what the fuck it really is. What you trying to tell us? Because something ain't right. But they all toast and shit like that. Now, I like Britt from what I can see, But that whole, I was a video vixen in high school and I was in the black male magazines in high school. Girl, how old were you? Okay. So Shamia and Porsha go to the strip club, right? And Shamia says that Simon texts her, basically congratulating her for getting her peach and stuff like that. And Shamia was calling him bro, and Porsha says that Simon is no longer bro. And I remember having that conversation with my friend Brittany when she got divorced from her husband. She said he's no longer your brother, and I was like, okay, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Shamia says that, well, I understand, and I just, I went out with the girls last night, and then Portia was like, "Who is the girls?" She was like, "Kelly and Britt." And Kelly asked, "Why did you steal somebody's husband?" So Portia says that Kelly, Portia was like, "Wow, is that how she wants to come in? Like she's coming in asking those type of questions?" And then Shamia was like, "Well, I told Kelly that she just really just needs to get to know you." And then Portia says she doesn't need to get to know me at all. I'm like, I'm good on that. Like I got boundaries, and anytime I feel like just trying to come at me crazy, then I already know where I stand with them. So then that's when Shamia says, also I heard that Drew and Dennis have been hanging out. Portia seemed like she was shocked, but at the same time, if she's shocked about it, what's really going on with Drew saying that Dennis told Portia and that she told Portia too, and Portia was like, "Girl, yeah, somebody lying, somebody lying, somebody lying, somebody not being all the way truthful in this bitch. Which one of y'all lying? I need to know which one of y'all lying. Which one of y'all lying? Which one of y'all lying? I'm just trying to understand." Portia says that she considered Drew a friend and been a big supporter of her. And at this point, she feels betrayed. And she feels like this behind her back stuff, like talking to Dennis behind her back, working with Dennis behind her back. It just feels like, at the end of the day, it's not cool. Like, and I ain't been number supportive to her or whatever. So, but I feel like this. I gotta drag Portia again, y'all. And I came on here saying that this was not going to be a Portia bashing session, because it's not. And I promise you it's not. But Portia, girl, you really need to get up, get out, and get some, like Outkast would say. And you want to know why? Because I find it very odd that you sitting up here trying to hold Drew to this standard of saying that she your friend and she's supposed to have some form of loyalty to you and stuff like that. But at the same time, girl, you saying that Drew is supposed to be your friend, but Fallon was supposed to be your friend, associate, or whatever, and you were fucking her husband. So I can't sit up here and listen to you and hear you talk about, holding Drew accountable for working with your baby daddy, but you had no problem with working with Fallon's husband in the bedroom. So my thing is this: who the fuck are you to sit up here and tell somebody that what they doing is wrong? You can sit up here and call out Drew for what the fuck she's doing, but can't nobody hold your damn bunion feet to the fire about fucking somebody's husband and making him your own husband, only to divorce him within a year. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about, Portia? You don't want Drew working with your husband, but I highly doubt that Fallon wanted you fucking on her husband. Let's let the true feeling be said. It's crazy. Like, what the fuck are we doing and what the fuck are we talking about here? But okay, Portia, you the only one that's supposed. Portia is the type of person that be like this: I can do it, but you can't do it better than me. I can do it, but you can't do it. Girl, fuck out my face. Portia, she's getting her makeup done. She's talking to Cynthia on FaceTime. Cynthia checks in on Portia with the Simon stuff. Portia then says that her and Cynthia was like, "Well, girl, with you not being with Simon no more, girl, we can't even go to Nigeria no more, girl." She said, "Who said I can't go to Nigeria? We can go. We can still go to Nigeria. I got some family in Nigeria, girl. I'm 50% Nigerian, girl. I'm from this tribe." Girl. Anyway, Then Cynthia says, well, when was the last time you talked to Drew? And then Porsha says, well, I haven't talked to Drew, but considering that she's going through a divorce, I know she has a great support system. You know, her and Dennis been hanging out. You know, they're very close. And Cynthia was like, wait a minute, when did they become close? Like Cynthia got in a damn phone screen like this. Now, when did they get close? We all want to know when they got close, but you know. But it's so funny that Portia's making this thing a big deal because, girl, when did you and Simon get close? That's what the people want to know. When did you and Simon get close? You want to answer that question? But we know you don't, so whatever. So it's time for Shamia's birthday party. It's the day of, and Kelly comes in early, right? And you know, Shamia is happy that Kelly has arrived early, but she wants to pull Kelly to the side and have a conversation with her, right? So she pulls Kelly to the side and she says that I'm not gonna lie to you. After we had dinner and stuff like that, I felt uncomfortable when you and Britt was discussing Porsha. And you know, I just want you to know I'm not gonna be fake. I did go back and tell Porsha exactly what we discussed. And then that's when Kelly was like, well, apparently you did because I saw her on Amazon Live throwing shade. And I remember the Amazon Live, child. And she says that Kelly says, here's my thing. The reason why I feel the way that I do is because I had infidelity in my marriage. So I understand how that goes and I get where people be going through when they go through infidelity. So Shamia is understanding of why Kelly was so passionate and why she was standing on business about this whole thing because of the fact that she went through infidelity in her marriage. And, you know, Shamia did not know that she went through, you know, infidelity in her marriage. However, she says, I just don't want to be asked about Porsha. So if you got any questions for Porsha, ask Porsha. Please don't ask me. And I feel like that's a fair trade. I mean, if you got questions about my friend, because Porsha really ain't your friend, girl. But if you got questions about my friend, then just ask my friend those questions. Please don't ask me. Don't make me uncomfortable. Just ask my friend. So then that's when Cynthia comes in and she says, I walked into Shamia's house and I'm telling you, Shamia is wealth. She is. It's just funny how everybody loves it. So everybody want to know what Gerald does for a living. And then she was like, he's an African king. No, I'm just playing. He's Havoc. HVACs, whatever the fuck that is. It's something to do with planes, child, but he does that. He makes millions doing it. So we're introduced to Angela Oakley. She's been married to Charles for 8 years, and she's an alpha female, and she feels like she can run circles around Charles. She can get what she wants from Charles because she's an alpha female. Kelly and Cynthia meet. They bond over being Pisces, and then that's when Kelly says that she had an uncomfortable conversation with Shamia about Porsha, and Cynthia wants to know what was the conversation about. Then she said, well, you know, I was talking to her and Britt at lunch where we went out to dinner one night, and you know, we was talking about the divorce, and I just pretty much stated that you know, she should not have messed with that girl husband. And so Cynthia was like, one thing about Kelly, don't let her fool you. There is nothing small about Kelly. One thing about it, Cynthia, that wig you got on your head had to come from Vivica Fox wig line because that shit was ugly as a mother. I'm sorry, but it was. That was an ugly ass wig. And you have done way better with your looks. I don't know if you just weren't feeling it that day or what, but that wig was ugly as a mother. It gave Tyler Perry play. Don't put it back on. Let's see. So then Britt and Mike, they arrived. Angela was meeting the other girls and she said, I am married to Charles Oakley. Put some respect on my husband's name. And I feel like all season we're going to hear Angela tell us that she married to Charles Oakley. Girl, we get it. We get it. We get it. And we understand. But I really don't give a fuck. I'm here for the entertainment. I don't give a fuck about who you married to. Anyway, so where we at? Drew arrives, and Cynthia and Drew they hug each other because you know they friends. And Cynthia said, "We got to catch up because I ain't talked to you in quite some time." And she said, "I know." And then she was like, I got some questions for you." And then she said, "I'm prepared to not have any answers." So then that's when Britt was like, "Are you dating?" And then she said, "Well, there's interest out there, but I just want this to be finalized first. Like I need to put a dot on this before I start going out the date." And I understand it. So then Angela's wig glue is melting. It's hot. That glue getting to her. She got to go in there and wipe that shit off and fix that damn wig. Now, ladies, I don't know shit about y'all situation with the wigs and shit. And that's why I find it absolutely hilarious when I hear motherfuckers say that us gay men want to be y'all. And I promise y'all I don't want to be y'all. Like having to glue wigs and shit on. Now, there are some niggas out there that glue damn hair pieces on, which I don't understand why they do that bullshit. I could never do it. I could never will, never have, honey. But it is what it is, child. Let me see. Kenya arrives. She meets Kelly and Britt. And then Kenya and Britt have an uneasy exchange about the ring. And Britt feels like, Kenya was kind of being shady. She kind of was. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to you. There was like some nice, nasty dig. And Kelly says that there was unnecessary shade. She didn't understand, and she feels like you can't really talk about nobody else's ring when you ain't got one. That's just the truth of the matter. Kenya and Angela, they meet, and then Shamia makes her entrance. Now, I love Shamia down, but Shamia be giving Vanessa Bell Calloway half the time, child. Needless to say, Vanessa Bell Calloway is a nice looking woman, don't get me wrong, but when she be dressed up, Shamia don't be giving when it's time to get dressed up. But I think that she just don't, yeah, girl, you need to do better in the fashion department. So everybody's asking where Porsha is. So Britt says that Kenya was standoffish, and they felt like she was very nice, nasty. And as they were all sitting down in the living room, somebody came in and told Shamia, "You got a gift outside. There's something waiting for you outside." So then that's when Shamia go outside, and her husband and gifted her a Rolls Royce, bitch, almost a $500,000 car. Can I find me a man like that? Can I find me a man like that? Please. That gives good gifts like that. Can I find a man like that? But next thing you know, Porsha then arrives as Shamia is being gifted her car, and then Kelly was saying that Porsha was trying to steal her moment. I don't know if Porsha was trying to steal her moment or not, but it was kind of weird. Like, she's having a moment. Step to the side. You know what I mean? Step to the side, let her have a damn moment. You feel what I'm saying? Porsha apologizes for being late as she's helping Shamia get changed. Cynthia then informs Kenya about the man stealing comment, and then Kenya said, "Hide your man, hide your purses, hide your husbands," or whatever. I thought that was funny as hell. Kelly was upset. Then she says that Kelly was upset about the conversation that Shamia had with her earlier that day. So Kelly and Britt confront, Kenya. They was like, "Well, you hugged everybody but us." She was like, "Well, I hugged Cynthia because she's my best friend." And then she was like, "Come on, y'all. Y'all are already causing trouble already." So that's when Kenya asked Kelly, why are you upset with Shamia about a conversation that y'all had? So Kelly said, "Well, we were talking about Porsha and we were talking about the divorce. And I just flat out said, I just want to know why she stole that lady husband. That's all I wanted to know." And so Kenya was like, "Ooh." And then that's when Porsha arrives. And then, she hugs everybody, including Kelly. And then, I think Porsha asked Kelly something or something like that. And Kelly was like, "I just had a question. Why'd you steal that lady husband?" And I said, then she asked it to her face. Here's the thing. If Porsha would have went back to Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 14, she would have got them same questions. Those would have been the same questions that everybody would have asked her at that point. Everybody would have asked her those questions about that man. And that's why her ass left. That's why her ass left. And my thing about it is, I'm not mad at Kelly. I'm not mad at Kelly at all. I'm not mad at Kelly for a damn thing. I'm not mad at Kelly. Y'all can be mad at Kelly all you want to. But let me tell you something. Scotty by Nature TV is not mad at Kelly for standing on business. Because one thing about it, y'all would have been calling that girl fake had she not repeated that question to Porsha's face. Y'all would have said that she was being fake. And she wasn't giving fake at all. She let her know, "I just want to know why you was fucking that lady husband." That's all I'm trying to figure out. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't blame her. I don't blame her. She's doing what she's supposed to do. Porsha is pissed. They kind of have a little back and forth, Porsha called her a perfect stranger, which was fucking hilarious to me. And then that was the end of that. So then Britt tries to explain um Kelly's behavior. She said, "That's my girl." And, Kelly really is a sweet girl. I understand how it comes across, but, I don't really think that she meant it in a bad way or whatever. And Porsche was like, "It's okay. I don't even care about it no more." And so Shamia moves them upstairs to the top of the house. And then they go sit down and have a conversation. Then Shamia was like, "I didn't get no invite to your birthday party." And then that's when Drew was like, "Well, nobody got invited to my birthday party." And then Portia said, "I was invited." And then Drew said, "Dennis was the one who invited Portia." And then that's when King was like, "Is Dennis your assistant? How the hell does he have the authority to invite somebody to your party?" And then that's when Shameen was like, "I would be inauthentic if I didn't ask you this. But are you and Dennis dating now, Drew?" And then everybody was like, and I was like, and it was to be continued. Superb. Absolutely amazing, y'all. Absolutely amazing. I enjoyed this episode. This episode was so good to me. I promise you it was. This was a good ass episode. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it to the fullest. It was a really good episode. It was so good. It was a good opener. They get into the mess. It's very organic. And I love the way that Shamia is in charge of the girls. I love it. It was a very good episode. And I'm going to say that my MVP of this episode is Shamia. That's my MVP. Now, let me tell y'all who I like so far. We already know I love Shamia. So that's a no-brainer. Love her. I love Kelly. I don't give a I love Kelly. Love her. I don't know much about Angela to really say that I love her. I just feel like she gonna get on my nerves with this whole I'm married to Charles Oakley. Put some respect on my husband's name. Like she gonna keep on running back and forth with that Charles Oakley shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. So she probably gonna get on my damn nerves with that. Kenya was definitely producing, so I like it. And I feel like Drew and Porsha are the weakest link this episode because I feel like they're both lying. I feel like they're both lying at this particular point. They're not being 100% truthful at all. They're not. And I got to look at this comment right here, and it says, "Right, they making it seem like Porsha is in charge of the girls, not." And I'm telling you, Porsha is not in charge of the girls. Porsha is not in charge of the girls at all, honey. Hold on, y'all. But y'all, that's about it. I appreciate you guys for coming in tonight. It was almost 500 folks up in here for this damn Real Housewives of Atlanta review. I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna take out the time to promote this panel. Okay. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for the Whether You Like It or Not panel at 8:30 p.m. right here on Scotty by Nature TV. The link is already available. It's been available for a minute now. It's been available. So go ahead, go in the playlist because it's already in there. Set your reminders, all that good junk. Okay. Go ahead and do that because we're in for a good show this season and everybody's very much so excited. And we all plan on giving our all on this damn new season of the Whether You Like It or Not panel. So be sure to tune in for that. Josiah is back permanently and Busy is here as well, but permanently. And I cannot wait for you guys to see it. We're all just very much so excited. And, we're just trying to take this panel up a couple of notches. Okay. So that's pretty much it, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. And I was very excited about this show. So y'all probably get the best of me whenever I'm excited about a show. That's pretty much the gist of it. But y'all, I'm out of here. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boy, see you guys on the next one. Talk to you later.